Today I have a sneak peek introduction introducing Canon Man and Supernatural. This is a story about a father who sacrificed himself for humanity. His son grows up to build his own identity outside the shadow of his father while still honoring him. If you follow me on TikTok, then you've probably already seen this video. But if not, let's get into it.
Born in 1961 in Des Moines, Iowa, Jackie Floyd's life began with tragedy. His mother died during childbirth, a victim of the intense heat generated from his newborn fists. His father, Gerald Floyd, was emotionally distant, and Jackie was mainly raised by his older sister, Cynthia Floyd. His powers manifested early, and by the age of 5, he began to learn how to control them. Jackie's childhood was marked by isolation, as his father's neglect pushed him further into his own struggles. At the age of 8, Jackie moved with his family to the city, where he became known as the Cannon Kid, due to his ability to unleash bursts of heat and strength. As a child on the streets, he quickly learned that survival came before dreams, and that loyalty was earned through actions, not words. Over the years, Jackie became known as a protector, intervening in dangerous situations to help those in need, but always remaining a shadow, his identity hidden. At age 16, after a close ally was injured during a raid on a criminal organization, Jackie made the decision to sacrifice himself. He lured the criminals into a trap, taking down their leadership at great personal cost. This act solidified Jackie's role as a protector, though it set him on a path of increasing isolation. In his late teens, Jackie was approached by the government with an offer to join their ranks as a special agent. He accepted, using the opportunity to continue his work while maintaining his independence. However, his fight against corruption and crime took a darker turn when he encountered a new breed of vampires, mutated and tactical creatures that posed a global threat. Over the years, Jackie battled these vampires and other superhuman threats, always questioning his place in a world that seemed to demand more from him than he could give. By his late 20s, he became a drifter, infiltrating vampire syndicates and seeking knowledge in ancient myths and forbidden sciences that could help in the fight for humanity's survival. At age 33, Jackie met Serena Drake, a brilliant scholar who would become his intellectual and emotional anchor. Their marriage, 2 years later, marked the start of a new chapter in Jackie's life. Together, they fought against the supernatural forces threatening the world, including the growing vampire syndicates. By his early 40s, Jackie had become a living legend, revered and feared as both a protector and a symbol of hope. His fight against the vampires continued. At 43, he had a child, Jackie Floyd Jr., a beacon of hope for the future. Jackie trained his son to carry on his mantle, ensuring that the next generation would continue his fight. In his final years, Jackie infiltrated the vampire stronghold, knowing that his death was necessary to destroy their empire. He sacrificed himself to save humanity, ensuring the vampire's downfall and becoming the world's greatest hero in the process. Statues were erected in his honor, and his legacy lived on through his child, who would lead humanity forward in the wake of his passing. Jackie Floyd Jr. grew up in the shadow of his father's heroism, idolizing Jackie Sr. but unaware of the true weight of his father's legacy. Raised by his mother, Serena Drake, who provided a nurturing environment, Jackie Jr. had a relatively quiet childhood. Surrounded by love and support from a close circle of friends, his powers remained dormant, only manifesting in dreams and strange occurrences. He was unaware of his full potential and the responsibility that would come with it. The death of his father in 2010 was a turning point for Jackie Jr. He felt abandoned and burdened by the mythic status of his father. The emotional distance between him and his mother, who was grieving her own loss, made these years incredibly difficult for him. Jackie Jr. began to grapple with his emerging powers, struggling with self-doubt and frustration. His close childhood friends Mia, Tyler, Aiden, and Sophia provided emotional support, though none were aware of his abilities. His powers began to awaken, but he kept them suppressed out of fear of the expectations they would bring. Between the ages of 12 and 17, Jackie Jr. faced intense internal conflict. He was resistant to stepping into the role of a hero, but his powers continued to grow. He secretly trained to control them, honing his abilities without the knowledge of his family or friends. His relationship with his mother, Serena, became more strained as they both struggled with their grief. At 18, the government approached him, forcing him into a difficult decision to help them or risk his mother's life. This led to his decision to secretly fight back, stealing government secrets and discovering illegal experiments to create artificial superhumans using superhumans' DNA, including plans to use his DNA for their experiments. Jackie Jr. publicly embraced his role as a hero, adopting the name Supernatural. He exposed the government's illegal experiments, which led to a massive outcry. However, the government retaliated, placing him on a high-threat list and hiring enemies from his father's past, including vampires, to eliminate him. Jackie Jr. fought back, battling cybernetic soldiers and gathering evidence to further expose the government's corruption. He continued his fight for justice while balancing the weight of his father's legacy with his own evolving identity as Supernatural. His journey continues as he faces new challenges, both from government forces and enemies seeking revenge for his father's victories.
Thank you for watching till the end. I truly appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Peace. Every morning when you wake up and stare into that mirror, understand this. The one staring back is your savior, your soldier, your comeback story. That reflection, that's the one who's gonna drag you out the dirt, wipe the blood off your face, and tell you, stand up. We ain't done yet. Keep pushing, keep rising. You got this.